Rachel Kopchak with Car Wash Network, and I'm joined now by Jason Johnson, who is the president of the Western Car Wash Association. Jason, tell us a little bit, what are you guys doing for your members? What do you have new for them this year?
Yeah, so I think for associations, one of the big questions is, why do we exist? And I think for us, unique to the Car Wash Association is that it's a marketplace. So one of the reasons why we have events is because there's a place for vendors and operators to come and actually do transactions. The other things that we do for our members are industry education, and also one of the big things is advocacy. So we have legal issues. We've had some stuff in the Western U.S. where we've had particular issues, and so we need to have time and staff time and board time devoted to advocacy and working with legislators. So those are the big things that we focus on. So the events that are coming, obviously the show, but we do road shows. We also have a road show coming up in Napa, first week of May, and then in the fall we'll have another road show in Scottsdale. The other thing that I think is really significant that we've been able to do since our combination show with the WCA is to do chapter meetings. So local meetings that work in the states, but not just a state, but a sub-region, a city, a community, where operators and vendors can come together and have all of those experiences as well.
What are some of the conversations that are happening? What are some of the hot topics that are coming up at both these chapter meetings and then even along with the advocacy challenges?
Yeah, so with legislation, I think one of the issues that happened in California in particular was a bond requirement. And so to try and build relationships with legislators, and that happens at the board level, happens with staff, but really we have to get operators to build relationships with their local legislator. So that's some of the discussion that we do at those meetings. But water is a big issue. That will always be an issue, whether it's a drought or not a drought. Water's will become a more and more expensive and scarce resource. And so there's a lot of water issues, the education we can do with legislators around that. So those are probably the big topics that happen right now in the West. Yeah.
And a lot of those topics are being discussed, of course, here at the Car Wash Show, which is also a great value for your members and beyond because there's multiple associations here all working together under one roof. So what is the value for you guys with that?
Yeah, so we used to have an independent show, and now since we've combined, the value is there's still, I think, the biggest event of the year, which is the show. And there's education, there's a chance for a marketplace, all of those things. But what it's allowed us to do is the Western Car Wash Association to spend our precious resources on the other things that we talked about. So we love the show. The show is great. It's always great. It continues to be great. But this gives us the time and resources to do the things that we need to do as a local association.
Great. And what are you most looking forward to at Car Wash Show 2017?
For me, it's always education. So I love the classes. I love talking to other folks. I love the people that they bring in from outside the industry and try and leave with an idea that we can use in our business, in our car washes. And I think that's really the biggest driver every year for us.
That's great. Thank you so much, Jason. I'm Rachel Kopchak, and this is Car Wash Network.